Is it?
I just went and got some glasses.
Looks good to me. Them hiccups are killing me. This is your time to shine, Trevin.
What's up, you fantastic motherfuckers? We're back. We got some news for you this week and the Premier League review.
Yes, sir. Big news. First thing we're going to be talking about, Champions League draw. It's what everybody's been talking about. Everybody wants to know about.
Word on the street, they fucked up. They were supposed to include United in one of the draws against Atletico Madrid, but they didn't.
Okay.
They just excluded their ball from the pot, and they didn't include it. So that was a red flag. And then also, United drew against Villarreal, which can't happen.
They were in the same group?
Because they were in the same group.
Okay.
So a lot of chaos in that first draw, which is why they had to end up redrawing. But honestly, there were some pretty good matchups in that first draw that we could have looked forward to.
100%.
Messi versus Ronaldo.
I bet you everybody were like, oh, that's playing. That's why they wanted that. That's what they did that for. Like, because everybody wants that again.
They did. They planned it.
But
we're not even going to get into that just yet. But like I was saying,
it's conspiracy theories left and right around here about UEFA. It's all corrupt.
They're all corrupt.
It's
they're all a bunch of motherfuckers who steal. But that's neither here nor there.
They did correct it later on in the day, though. Granted,
a couple hours later.
Yeah, because they realized they fucked up. I'm actually glad they actually redid it. I mean, it's actually surprising that they did. I would have expected them not to, and they would have just said, fuck it. I wouldn't have been surprised if they would have just said, fuck it, and not cared.
It is what it is. You suffer through it.
Right.
You know? That's just how they are.
But thankfully, they did the right thing and redrew. And even I'm glad that they did the whole thing over, even though it was just a few
teams were affected. There was about 8 teams. So almost half the teams were affected. Yeah. And 4 of them really mainly was Atletico, United, PSG, and Real Madrid.
Yeah. City, though, at first we got Villarreal.
Lucky.
Wouldn't have been upset about that at all. Villarreal, they're a good team, won the Europa League last year. I mean,
one kick
pretty
difference.
decent team, I'd say myself, if you're winning the Europa League. But that didn't count, so we redrew. Get Sporting. Sporting's a good side in Portugal. I don't think they're doing that great as they should be right now in the Portuguese league. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, and they also squeaked by in their very terrible group.
Yeah.
There was.
Not again. I'm all right with that. There were more tougher teams we could have come up against for sure. So Sporting, I'm okay with that. It is going to be a bit of a tough matchup. It's the Champions League.
It's always tough.
It doesn't matter who you're facing. But Sporting, out of the teams we could have got, like I said, could have been tougher. Sporting, I think, as a team will definitely be able to break down over 2 legs. I think it'll be I don't think it'll be a very difficult 2 legs for us.
They got kind of lucky on that draw, but United not so lucky. First or second draw, really.
Yeah. First draw, PSG.
First draw, PSG United, Messi, Ronaldo.
They wanted it.
It was rigged. I mean, we won't talk about that, but it is what it is. But I'm glad that they redrew, and I was thinking, okay, that's cool. Hopefully we can get Salzburg. Hopefully we could get Sporting. Somebody that is a challenge, because like you said, any knockout game is a challenge.
Any team is a contender.
But who we ended up getting, Atletico Madrid, is a much more difficult game over 2 legs than Sporting.
100%.
But
100%.
We do have one saving grace.
Atletico against Ronaldo is not...
He's the owner. If you look up on Wikipedia, you Google, who owns Atletico de Madrid? Cristiano Ronaldo.
It's actually crazy, his goal record against them. He just loves to score against them. And in the Champions League, honestly, if you have Ronaldo, I know United haven't been the best team this year, but you look at them in the Champions League, the group wasn't that good. But they won. They got first place. You got to give credit to them. You can only beat who you come up against. They did it. But with Ronaldo, it's just the X factor in the Champions League. It doesn't matter anything else. If you have Ronaldo, they have a chance. And they're going up against Atletico. And they're a really good team defensively, but I definitely see...
the frailties
I can see it being... Yeah, for sure. I feel like this is going to be a really interesting 2 legs, though.
They've been in the Champions League knockout stages consistently the last 5 years.
Made it to the final not too long ago.
They're a great team, but the best team doesn't always win in these knockout round tournaments.
Atletico are really good at proving that, too.
They are
against Liverpool.
Yeah, they can surprise you. Any team can win on any given day.
100%.
It's in the league that you see the best teams win. You see the best managers prevail. Mm-hmm. You see throughout the season they outwit each other. But those 90 minutes in the Champions League, or 180 minutes, 2 games,
they're
tough.
Be crazy. It's going to be a rough one for United for sure. Definitely against a Simeone team who's super tough to play against.
Tough to break down. But the only player to ever score a hat trick on Jan Oblak,
Cristiano Ronaldo,
3 times.
Wow. Didn't know that. Before we get into the other draws and the other games, here's the list of them all. We'll just show them all to you.
All the
Forgot
draws,
to do that
couple
earlier,
interesting
but here
ones.
They are. Salzburg getting through for their first time ever in their club history. Super happy to see that. Brendan Aronson.
Just to get drawn Bayern.
Yeah.
In the
first it's a little
time ever.
That's going to be a struggle for him for sure. I don't see him getting through. I don't know who they got first, the first draw, but it doesn't matter. It got canceled. But Bayern, that's definitely going to be a tough matchup for them.
The only 2 teams that played each other in the first draw and the second draw, Lille and Chelsea.
Yeah, that was interesting to
2
see.
in a row, they get drawn against each other. The second round really was because Chelsea had no one else that they could have played, really. Mm-hmm. Weird that they drew each other twice in 2 consecutive draws, but I think that Chelsea will probably get it done over Lille. Mm-hmm. They were not available for us, but probably one of the weakest teams that anyone could have gotten right there with Salzburg.
I think Chelsea will get through.
I think so too.
Sadly, I don't see Lille putting up what of a fight at all, honestly. So yeah, I see Chelsea dominating, probably winning both legs.
Maybe we'll see David score.
Yeah, going crazy.
Liverpool getting not necessarily lucky, but one of the probably bottom 5
I feel
teams.
like Inter. I'm glad they got Inter though. Inter's a good team
they could surprise
They're
some
a really
people.
good organized team. I feel like 100% they can surprise people. They got quality players.
But I think the problem is some of the players that they've lost over the last 12 months. Lukaku.
Yeah,
I mean,
obviously that makes a big impact for sure.
It does, but
they're still competing in Serie A though.
Like we said, the best team doesn't always win these knockout round games. So hopefully we'll see Inter shock the world.
Juve though got Villarreal. You can't say it's going to be an easy game for Juve. Juve has
not been very good this year. They've not been impressive in the league or in the Champions League.
They've been good in the Champions League.
Yeah, they've been good. They won their
not convincing though. Really.
Yeah, they had a couple
they got
of
their
suspect.
ass kicked by Chelsea.
They drew 3-3 to Zenit. I mean, if you draw 3-3 against Villarreal away.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, at home, and then they get 3 away goals on you like Zenit did. What are you going to do at that point? You're not gonna beat them. So, I think Villarreal could take it, but
there's
probably
a big chance. Yeah, I would say Juve. I feel like that's just because it's the name Juventus, but yeah. Ajax got Benfica. Ajax, I think I would pick them for this one. They were really convincing in the group stage, whooping ass. Haller going crazy. I'm taking them for this one.
I agree. I really like Ten Hag.
Yeah.
In case you couldn't tell, as I want him to be our next permanent manager, but I think
especially depending on how he does in this competition, might be a really good booster for him,
or a good indicator of how he does against other European talent. But so far, he's aced every test. So we'll see if they can get past Benfica.
Yeah. Real Madrid, PSG.
Biggest game of the knockout rounds.
Yeah, 100%. This is probably the toughest game to call. Couldn't really give you a verdict on who I think would win, but it's going to be a crazy game. I know the front 3 of PSG, you just never know when they're going to turn up. On any given day, they could shred your defense apart. And Real Madrid
have 6 goals between them.
Real Madrid are a really good team defensively. Like as a unit, the midfield's crazy, playing really good.
Modric is just
even though they're aged or whatever you want to say, but
Modric has been playing out of this world. Really.
Yeah, Benzema playing good. Vinicius on a whole nother level this season.
Taking a really big step. We've not seen him play this well throughout an extended period of time. We've seen glimpses of it, but now he's really starting to come into his own season, and they could. It's weird to say that they're a dark horse team because they're Real Madrid, but they haven't won it in a couple of years, and they didn't win La Liga, so it's like you don't really know where they're at. They've got a new manager, but they could take this whole thing.
100%.
But like you said, PSG's front three can either score 6 goals on you in one game,
Yeah.
or none of them run very much.
Yeah,
and
you never know.
You get 0 goals. So, who knows? It'll probably be the most entertaining game of this season.
Yeah, especially over 2 legs.
Yeah.
Brentford beat Watford 2-1. Dennis scoring again. He's been scoring a lot lately for Watford.
He's killing it.
They lost, but, I mean, Brentford played good. Had a winner in the 94th, or a stoppage time. Mbemwu. Well, it's right here. This is his name. This is his name. But, yeah, 2-1, good for Brentford. Saturday now. Saturday games. We're only going to talk about the interesting ones.
The ones that we care about, the ones that affect the title race.
100%.
You know the jazz.
Starting out.
United won. 1-0. First game of the day. Did
Norwich.
well in that last
1-0.
20 minutes. That's all I can say, really. I mean,
Yeah.
we wanted to have control, but we really didn't have control because Norwich was hitting us on the break every chance they got. You know, we're growing into this new system, so it's going to take some time to get adapted to. But I mean, it's tough when you have a new manager, but you got to do better.
I didn't watch the. I'm sorry.
It's just a bad performance, really, is all I was going to say. It's just, it wasn't impressive. Yeah, we got the win, and we need to grind out those wins to keep top 4. But
you expect more against
Norwich. Like, you see other teams putting past 3, 4, 5 goals, and it's like, okay, we can definitely do that. We have the players to do that, but it'll just take some growing pains.
Yeah,
really.
and United's next few fixtures coming up, I think their next they're 9
all winnable.
Fixtures are very winnable games. This is a really good time. I mean, it's honestly the perfect time to get a new manager in. The respective clubs they're playing against aren't top tier. Yeah,
they're not the same quality as United.
So it'll be a good time for him to get games in and get his system going with the players he has.
Yeah. Liverpool won 1-0. Aston Villa robbed of a point. Honestly, they're doing real well. Penalty. If you're gonna give it, it's given, I guess. But you would hope that Villa can mount a little bit more of a defense and somewhat.
They can't be doing that to Gerrard on his return.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that.
You're just embarrassing him. Yeah. I don't like him anyways, but if you're managing against Liverpool, I have to like you that game.
I'm rooting for you.
So I wish they could have done better, but not in that day.
Chelsea 3-2
over Leeds.
Yeah. Jorginho penalties.
Really sad, man. I was really hoping that Leeds could get a point off of them, or hold them to maybe even no points.
I feel like they deserved at least to get a point out of that. They played really good.
They had a really good performance.
They played their heart out. Yeah. They always do every game, though, Leeds.
Yeah, they always do, but Jorginho, the 90th, or extra stoppage time penalty, so you hate to see it. You hate to see games end like that. Arsenal picking up 3 big points for their top 4 hopes.
Top 6, I feel like. Well, I'd say top 4. But
3-0 win over Southampton. Really dominating performance. I
100%.
mean, they're such a hot and cold team. One week they do really well and they're clicking on all cylinders, and then the next week they play like garbage. So this was a good week for them.
Yeah, tougher opponents. We'll have to see what happens with them. But like you said, inconsistent. Arteta needs to find some consistency. Especially with the striker, like Aubameyang.
What's going on with him?
Business. Going missing. Who knows what he's doing. Going to get tattoos instead of training. I don't know.
Liking Cristiano's post about them beating Arsenal. Gave it a like on Instagram, so Arsenal fans were not happy at that.
I mean, yeah. City, 1-0 over Wolves. Really exciting game.
Fucking dummy Raul Jimenez.
We always struggle against Wolves. It's actually, especially the last few times. Adama Traore is a threat with the speed, obviously. Kind of lacks the quality. But Jimenez getting sent off. It was a crazy. Yellow card.
Within 90 seconds, 2 yellow cards.
I don't know. I mean, I guess you could say the first one was probably a yellow card. But then the second one, literally just a few seconds later, as they're going to take the free kick that he gave away, he's standing in front and kicks the ball and then gets a second yellow for it.
After the ref had told him to move. Twice.
Yeah, and he chose not to. And
dummy.
I guess when you make those decisions, you get sent off, and that's what happened.
That lost them the game. I really think that they could have taken a point off of them, at minimum, But
yeah, we really do struggle against Wolves. I don't know what it was.
It threw off the whole mojo of the game for Wolves. I mean, they had the opportunities, they had the chances, but as soon as that red card happened, everything came crumbling.
Sterling getting the goal for us, 100th Premier League goal. Congratulations to him. At the beginning of his career, you'd probably say he would never get to that. No chance.
No chance.
No chance. But here he is, 100 goals strong. Happy for him. Hopefully he can score some more this season. Sunday games.
All the Sunday games.
First Sunday game we're going to be talking about.
Crystal Palace smacking the shit out of Everton. 3-1.
What is going on with Everton, y'all? Benitez.
What is he doing? Said, I don't know if I'm going to be in a job next week.
No way. Like, he's just like, I don't understand what Everton are doing as a football club with their investments. And, I mean, that's a whole different thing.
That's a whole different topic, but this game
right
in particular,
now, it's just a result of all those things.
They didn't show heart. They didn't show the passion. Honestly,
no.
They just let Crystal Palace do whatever they pleased.
Crystal Palace, they look like a unit under Patrick Vieira. They look like they have.
They're flying.
A team goal. They know what they all want to do.
And they have a leader in Gallagher too. Yeah, Gallagher is their midfield leader who is playing like crazy
out of his
this
boots.
Year. Playing out of his boots. Yeah.
West Ham 0-0, losing opportunities to gain some points in their top 4 contention.
I mean, they were doing real well.
Yeah,
we saw them take points off of a lot of the top 4 teams, but consistency is going to kill them. They couldn't break down that Burnley team.
Yeah, I think it's just the squad depth over time. It's just going to really hinder them for their top 4 chances. I think there's a really good chance they could get top 6
They still
again.
could, yeah.
100%. But top 4, it's just... I don't know if they have the squad depth to get 4th over a full Premier League season. That's just really a lot to ask of this West Ham team.
Yeah, especially when you have Chelsea that can bring on Lukaku or Werner. United could bring on Cavani. Every other team in that top 6 has someone to bring on. Even Arsenal has some young players that they can bring on that have shown some really good stuff in the past. But
got 2 left backs, Arsenal.
Yeah, they just have no one that they can put on to really change the game, West Ham.
Yeah.
So we'll see if maybe they come for Lingard in January again.
Yeah, who knows? They might. But Leicester, 4-0 over Newcastle. Newcastle playing like shit.
They're done. They're going to be relegated.
Is that what we're thinking? Is he calling it right now? Is it a hot take?
I'm gonna say
hot
freezing
take.
Cold takes. Don't come back on this.
What week in the Premier League are we?
I think we're 12.
12, something like that. And you're already calling them done.
Newcastle, I think, are going down. They have shown no hope so far this year.
They got to sign Messi in January.
Well,
they got to. They got the wage for it. I guarantee it.
Yeah, I just mentioned him a second ago. Lingard, one of the signings that Howe apparently wants. Apparently, Eddie Howe is a big fan of Lingard, and why wouldn't you be?
I could see it.
Off of what he did for West Ham, why would you not be? You could hope that he comes in January and
replicate some form of that.
Yeah. We'll see what happens with him because I don't really think that they'll be able to pull off that many signings that'll actually save their season.
Yeah. Leicester, though, credit to him, 4 goals. Yeah. Going crazy. Not going to dabble in on that at all.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? All right. That's it. Premier League review for you. Champions League draw. UEFA, who knows what's going on over there.
Collusion.
Messing up. Collusion. Who knows? But yeah, all the info you need to know. Enjoy your meme. Daily meme every time you see a video.
If you want to see a meme up here, just leave it in the comments. We'll throw it on
let us know. Follow us on Twitter. DM us your memes. Namaste.